Hello everyone and welcome. This is a bit of a special one really because people have been asking me about this lots and lots of times, and I've always said okay, yeah, I'll update everyone in the future, but I've been so busy with stuff that I've not really had time to work on the solar project. So that's what it's about, the solar project. Now, I haven't worked on it that much recently. I pretty much dropped the project over the winter and I've just picked it up again a few weeks ago. So I thought the first thing to do would be to just go over the project and just explain, what things are, a few statistics maybe, and then I'll go into something a bit more exciting after I've just done the an overview. So if you don't remember, the solar panel system consists of 4 panels, and each of these is 220 watts. Which gives me 880 watts of power. So, and of course that's per hour. That's per hour in good sun. So, that's my system. What I was doing last year was powering my little office, and it was powering it with no problems. So anyway, I've got these 4 panels. Panels are wired in series, and I think they're something like 37 volts each or something like that. On the controller, on the charge controller, it usually comes up at 144 volts. Not that that is really relevant to this, but it does. Then over here, I've got the solar charge controller, which is rated at 40 amps, so I've got plenty of scope there really for, maybe more panels. And these are in my shed, of course, and these are mounted on top of the roof like this on wooden things that I created with a friend. And yeah, the charge controller goes to a load of car batteries, and the car batteries are performing quite well actually. They're ones that I got from a reclamation yard, tested them, tried to revive them, and it seemed to work. So these batteries, the way I've got these configured is I've got 2 of them configured in series, so I've got this one connected to this one connected to this one, etc. So I've got 2 connected in series, in other words positive to negative, and then that, of course, these are 12 volt batteries, so if you wire 2 in series, that makes that 24 volts, but the same amount, the same capacity, and I think these are maybe 72 amp hour or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's something like that. So basically what I've done then is I've put the groups, or the little banks, I've wired them together in parallel like this, and of course all the negatives together, and then that gets connected to the charge controller. So yeah, if I remember rightly, there are 6 banks of 2. So if you were to multiply that figure there by 6, that's where I should probably be getting. Although you wouldn't drain them, a crazy amount. You've got to be reasonable. So from the batteries, I've got these big thick cables, and the cables go straight to the inverter. Well, actually not straight to, but this is a summary, okay? But they go to the inverter, and I think this is about a 2 kilowatt inverter, might be a little bit more, maybe it's 2.5 or something, I can't remember again, but it goes to a big inverter. I've actually got 2, but anyway. And then the output of the inverter is of course AC, and in the UK it's 50 Hertz, it's 250 volts, and usually it's 13 amps maximum. Okay, so that's the output of that. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting. From the output of this here, I then feed it into a contactor, which is here, and I also feed in mains to the contactor here. So I've got solar here and mains here, and I've got an output of the contactors, and basically somehow, which I'll explain soon, something chooses which one of these contactors to switch on. So if we switch this one on, the output is mains. if we switch this one on, the output is solar, and this goes to my office. And what it means is that I've always got power. If solar's off, then it just goes click and it's fed from mains. If I can get solar, if I can generate solar, then there's no point in using mains. It flicks over to solar, so I start using solar and it feeds to the output, and then of course the output can feed to whatever I want, maybe a property or whatever, or my office, or outside sockets or whatever. So that's how it works in a nutshell. Right, now in the next video I'm going to go into something in a bit more depth. I'm going to go into a special thing that I created, and hopefully you'll find it interesting.